covering the Villages for you. This is VNN. Welcome to your Lifestyle News Show. VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife, together as one.
Welcome to VNN's Lifestyle Show. I'm Mark Economo.
And I'm meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
I'll tell you, Tuesday night I'm driving up the turnpike about 8:30 from Orlando, and in the distance, what a lightning show is going on.
I mean, that's the thing. If you are new to Florida, you really underestimate how flat this state is. You can see lightning from a very far distance, sometimes 20, 30, even upwards of 40 miles. So it's pretty incredible to see. But once you start to hear those rumbles of thunder and see the flashes of lightning closer, then you need to go indoors if you are outside. And I'm sure a few people got caught in that solid downpour in those thunderstorms that we had Tuesday right around lunchtime. Let's talk about your Thursday. We're making our way through the week here. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s once again as we go into your Thursday afternoon. The heat index is going to range anywhere between 106 to 110. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds and, of course, it's Central Florida in the middle of summer, so we run the risk for seeing some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Now, as we look ahead, we are looking forward to a slight cool down as we go into the upcoming weekend. And by slight, I mean, okay, temperatures are going to go from the mid-90s to the lower 90s. Perfectly fine. It's a step in the right direction. Of course, every single afternoon is going to feature a chance for some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. So if you are out, and I'm sure many of you will be, scan the sky, keep an eye on the radar, and again, listen for those rumbles of thunder. One thing we are going to talk about is El Nino. There's been a lot of talk about this on social media and how El Nino is strengthening and how it could potentially impact our winter here in Florida. We'll dive into my full forecast.
Thanks, Ashley. With the fall season coming in the next weeks, so does football. Not only did the Villages high school football team start their training and exhibition games for the upcoming season, but their moms got a taste of what they do on the practice field as part of the annual Moms Training Camp.
Oh yeah, catch it! Oh yeah! Oh my God! Everybody, ready? Go, sir. Go! That's it.
We've been doing it for 24 years now. This is Moms Training Camp. Just an opportunity to bring our moms out, to give them just a little bit of a taste of what their sons do on a daily basis. So it's something that we started, like I said, many years ago, and it's a fun opportunity. I think we probably got around 70 moms here tonight. Talk a little bit about the game of football, maybe what to look for on Thursday nights or Friday nights. If the officials have a certain signal, if there's a penalty, or if the offense or defense does something. It's just us to give a little bit of knowledge to moms, so when they're watching their sons play on game night, they have a little bit. Now, hey, we learned that at Moms Training Camp. So it's a fun night, obviously, for our players because they get to coach their moms, and for our moms to come be part of it because we do an individual picture with the moms, we do a group picture with them, and then we present that at the end of the year sports banquet. A lot of moms don't come around for practice like some dads do. Moms, you normally only see them in the stands on Thursday or Friday night. So it's just about building that relationship and that special bond, and it'll be a night that they'll always remember. More people talk about Moms Training Camp than they do probably what happens during the season because it's a fun night. They're being taught right now what they do, what their sons do on offense, what they do on defense. So, that's what makes it really special. It's all about trying to capture a lot of memories and make memories. So that's what I'm proud of more than anything.
It was really fun to see her doing the stuff we do every day.
Super fun, making memories.
She did amazing. I mean, her stance was near perfect for the O-line and D-line. It's just really fun and funny to see them doing the stuff we do, doing all the drills we do. It's just a really fun experience.
I'm a little too old for this, but he's young. He's young, he can do it. Love watching him. It's fun to see what he does and experience it firsthand.
Just like to take the opportunity to thank all the moms and dads because without moms and dads, we obviously, we wouldn't have a team. But I told them we're going to coach them hard, but we're going to love them too. And again, our number one goal here at the Villages High School is to turn these young boys into young men. So when they go out in the community, they go out into the society, whether it's military, workforce, college, anything like that, we just want them to be proud that they were Buffalo, and we were able to be a small part of that, teaching them how to be men in life.
Get the snap up! Run in between there, we gotta get the snap up!
The Buffalo's next home game takes place this Friday, August 21st, against Zephyr Hills. Kickoff, 7 p.m. Later in the show, a lot of big news coming with some big changes for Disney World parks.
Well, of course, one of the changes coming is the fact they're going to be throwing in the Halloween Spooktacular, which just tells us we are getting that much closer to fall and that much closer to cooler conditions, but not in our 7-day forecast. We'll check that out in just a little bit. But before we head to break, let's talk about your UV index for Thursday. It is going to be back around a 10, which is very high, so make sure you slather on at least SPF 30 if you're going to spend some time outdoors on the pickleball court, on the golf course, taking a run. You could definitely get a nasty burn within about 30 minutes. Now, also make sure you're finding time in the shade or air-conditioned areas and try to limit your strenuous outdoor activity. Let's not train for the marathon between 10 and 6 o'clock when it's peak heating time. Push it in before 10 or wait until after 6 when it starts to cool down.
The VNN UV Index, presented by Care Dermatology, with offices in the Villages and Fruitland Park. Call 352-218-3211 or visit caredermatology.com.
When you visit Cody's, you're walking into a great bar with fantastic drink options, including 2-for-1 happy hour, and a very cool place to eat with great food and phenomenal service.
I love the BOGO fajitas every Wednesday, and we love coming here and feel like family.
Just like family, with loads of smiles for you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
I'm meteorologist Ashley Baylor. Don't miss our 2-part hurricane special, Into the Eye of the Storm, the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. You'll hear from forecasters on why they expect a potentially less active season. We'll meet the fearless flight crews who fly into Mother Nature's most violent storms and hear from local officials on how the Villages prepares for severe weather events. We'll also teach you how to be ready ahead of the storm and build your own hurricane kit. You can check out both shows right here on VNN at various times throughout this season. You can also watch anytime on thevillagesdailysun.com and on YouTube. Just search for Villages News Network.
So where do we get all of this started, and how do you assist us in moving this right along quickly, hopefully?
Yes, so the first step is really we offer a complimentary in-home consultation where one of our expert design consultants will come, they'll meet you in your home, they'll assess your current window situation, they'll work to understand your goals and your needs and wants with your replacement windows and doors, and then we'll provide that quote. But the great thing is it's no obligation. So we are there to help. We are there to consult and to provide you with options and help you find that dream replacement, windows and doors situation. But there's no obligation as well.
So once I think I need windows and doors, renewal is the place to go first.
Yes.
And last, and you do everything.
Everything in between. So just, you can call us, you can visit our website at bestwindowsflorida.com and fill out a form, and we try to make it as easy as possible on you.
You love the sunshine.
The sunshine. Sunshine.
It makes you happy.
So happy because I'm happy. Clap along.
You love great music. It makes you smile.
You make me smile. Make me smile.
Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG. Here's your Village's forecast from the VNN Weather Team, presented by Sunshine Air Conditioning and Electrical. Here's meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
So we are roasting and toasting our way through the week here. Once again, we are going to see the mercury make a run for the mid-90s as we go into your Thursday afternoon. Of course, with dew points well into the 70s, that is going to put the heat index anywhere between 106 to 110. It's going to probably be another 3 to 4, maybe even 5 weeks before we can start talking about dew points coming back below the 70-degree mark, but it is on the way. Now, for your Thursday afternoon, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds, chance for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. That's pretty much par for the course at this point. As we go through Thursday night, skies will turn mainly clear. Temperatures are only going to drop into the upper 70s, so it is going to be a warm and muggy night, and unfortunately no breeze to even cool us off. As we look ahead to Friday, Friday is also going to be a steamy, scorching, sweltering day with temperatures in the mid-90s. Again, that heat index between 106 to 110. And as we go into the afternoon, we could see some spotty showers and thunderstorms develop. Now, here's something different that I want to talk about. We have to talk about El Nino because this has been popping up on social media a lot lately. And El Nino is basically the warming of the eastern and equatorial waters out in the Pacific. And you can pretty much see where the anomaly is. That's exactly where we would look to find El Nino. Or in other cases, when we see the waters cool down, that's where we would see La Nina. So here's what that means for us. At least as far as hurricane season goes, we get a lot of wind shear in the Atlantic basin, so it hinders any sort of tropical development. We watched that with Invest 92L and 94L. It ran into that wind shear, didn't allow it to develop, but it was also running into some dry Saharan air. So in ways, El Nino can work to our benefit here in Florida, but as we get into the fall and winter months, well, things could actually change for us because at this point, we do expect that this could be the strongest El Nino on record since possibly 1850. Now, of course, there's questions of when did record keeping begin? You know, when do we acknowledge El Nino? Well, let's just say going back to 1850. Now, since then, some of the strong El Nino winters have been 1982 to 1983, 1997 to 1998, and the winter of 2015 to 2016. Now, we do expect that El Nino will potentially peak and be the strongest right around November, December. So again, going into our late fall and winter months. What that does for us here in Florida is the subtropical jet becomes very active and sets up over the Gulf. So we get a lot of moisture that pulls into Florida, you know, basically system after system after system, because it's the jet stream that is driving those systems. So at this point, there is the potential that it's active and it's going to bring a lot of storms into our neck of the woods. So it gives us a higher probability of not only a wetter than normal winter, but also a very stormy winter. Some of you in Central Florida may recall the Night of Tornadoes, which was back in February of 1998. That was also, again, during a very strong El Nino winter. So increased chance of seeing a very wet and potentially cooler winter for us in Florida, but also a rather stormy one. Now, this is all just going based off climatology. None of this is a guarantee, but it is something that we are going to be watching over the coming months. You know, we've been talking about so much heat and humidity. Let's talk about something different. Now, okay, I technically got to go back to the heat and humidity. Let's check out our 7-day forecast, where as we go into the upcoming weekend, temperatures are expected to dip a little bit. We'll go into the lower 90s, which is where we should be for this time of year. So lower 90s this weekend. That doesn't continue. It does look like the numbers are going to start to jump back into the mid-90s as we go into Monday and Tuesday of next week. But, you know, temperatures for the most part holding strong in the low to mid-90s. That's to be expected for this time of year. Same with the chances of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. So again, this is pretty much a par for the course 7-day forecast for us in Central Florida. Of course, you can check out our forecast updates right here on VNN. Tune your radio to WVLG and check us out in the Village's Daily Sun.
Thanks for watching meteorologist Ashley Baylor, presented by Sunshine Air Conditioning and Electrical.
Thanks, Ashley. Coming up, campers get a chance to learn about butterflies as Camp Villages came to an end. But first, in order to keep facilities in the Villages well maintained, here are some temporary closures to consider as you plan your week.
VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife, together as one.
Innovative Concrete Coatings is the area's local premier concrete coating company. When it comes to concrete coatings, there is a difference. We are the only local authorized dealer of Pentec industrial coatings. Our polyurea is superior to epoxy products. We offer the most advanced concrete coating for residential and industrial applications, driveways, garages, shops, hangars, and so much more.
For a beautiful, long-lasting, slip-resistant concrete coatings, call Innovative Concrete Coatings today.
VNN and WVLG are hitting the road. Join me, Whit Watson, and VNN's Joel Peterson as we take you on the mission of meeting residents across the villages, showcasing their groups and events. From sports, hobbies, dance, to arts, we cover it all. Find it here every Tuesday and Thursday.
So keep an eye out. We might find you on the go on VNN.
Hey, Dorothy, does size matter?
What?
Well, size matters to me. Check out these Signias.
Sometimes size does matter, because when you're looking for something this small, you want the best. Meet the Signia Active Mini 7iX, one of the smallest prescriptive medical devices available, with fully featured Bluetooth connectivity and AI-powered technology. And right now, you can get a pair for just $1,945, exclusively at fixyourears.com. That's right, don't pay $6,000 or even $4,000 for the exact same hearing aids. Call now at 1-877-577-4327 or visit fixyourears.com for your 60-day money-back guarantee. Hear life clearly with Signia.
WVLG presents music that triggers thoughts of special times. Like the first time you visited the villages and were blown away by everything you experienced. Like all of the friends you met here in Florida's friendliest hometown. Like dancing at the squares, concerts at the Savannah Center, and shows at the Sharon. We are connecting those special times of your life with the music that you love. We're your Villages soundtrack. WVLG.
Welcome back. For all you Disney fans, and we know there's a lot of you, there's even a big Disney club right here in the Villages. Well, changes are on the way. At the annual D23 event last week, Disney made some major announcements about the future of Walt Disney World in Orlando. Some of the major changes include an earlier than anticipated opening for the new Monsters, Inc. land. Now part of it will open in the spring. Also announced was new drawings for Cars Land and a new roller coaster in the Villains Land. Maybe the most controversial is a complete makeover of the Carousel of Progress with all new scenes. Also, the new voices of the ride will be Jamie Lee Curtis and Bryan Cranston. And finally, the Figment ride will see Dreamfinder returning for an all-new flight. Well, the Mount Dora Center for the Arts is celebrating 1 year as its most visible and accessible location. 1 year ago, the Mount Dora Center of the Arts relocated to its new home by transforming one of the city's oldest gas stations into the Uptown Gallery. Right now, the Central Florida Printmakers exhibition is on display through October 9th. Looking ahead, the museum will host the Mount Dora Viva La Frida Festival on September 26th and the 52nd Annual Mount Dora Arts Festival next year. For more information, you can visit Mount Dora Center for the Arts at mountdoraart.com. Coming up, campers got to learn a lesson about the circle of a butterfly's life.
VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife, together as one. Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
Talk about the benefits of some of these brands, the warranties, and just many of the different varieties that you've got here.
There's literally thousands of different flooring that you can get, and You know, the name brands are pretty important. The warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it and if they're still in business. So we tend to stay with the major companies like the Mohawks, Karastan, you know, Dow Tile. These are name brands that have been around a long, long time. And not only is the warranty from the factory important and stuff, but it's also from who you purchase it from. Many dealers and stuff use subcontractors, and your warranty is good with the subcontractor. We use subcontractors as well, but what we do and stuff is we don't make the subcontractor come back to your house at his time. We take care of it. So we stand behind the product from the date. We have a lifetime installation guarantee. As long as you own it, we're going to stand behind it.
If they're a first-time buyer or considering just updating what they've already got, what would you like people to know about Great Lakes?
I would like everybody to know that, you know, we are no pressure. We are here just to help you find the right product, take as much time. You know, some people I think get excited. There's so many choices. You know, by all means, take as many as you need to take them home, look at the colors, looking at your lighting, ask us questions. You know, the internet has a lot of information, some good, some not so helpful, but you know, we're here to help. And if it takes a year to pick your flooring, that's okay with us. We'll be here.
What can people find at GreatLakesCarpet.com?
One of the most helpful things is we have a room visualizer that you can take a picture of your room at home, put it in the visualizer, and visualize all the different products right on your computer at home.
Tom Urban is the general manager. Thanks a lot for joining us on Ask the Expert.
Your soundtrack to the Villages. Of course not. You're in your golf cart. Hello. Thanks for listening to WVLG.
Now at Kart World, Club Car's all-new 4-forward LSV. Fast, legal, and safe. Great for tailgating at the squares or just cruising with family and friends. Street legal with lithium power plus Apple CarPlay entertainment. Don't be fooled by imitators. Club Car, the industry's gold standard and proudly American-made since 1958. Visit our dealership for a test drive today. Kart World, located on Highway 27-441, 1 block north of County Road 466 in Lady Lake. Family-owned, operated, and American-made. Proudly serving Central Florida for over 38 years.
Welcome back. Well, it was another successful summer for Camp Villages. Recently, the younger generation of campers had the opportunity to learn about the life cycle of a butterfly.
Look what happened while I was sleeping. I authored a book for children on the life cycle of the monarch butterfly. The book is called Look What Happened While I Was Sleeping. So that's what we did. We gathered together and then we did some crafts. We had some temporary tattoos and we colored. We had coloring pages. I think if children learn to love butterflies at a young age and learn about host plants like milkweed for the monarchs and nectar plants, which butterflies have to have, then they'll probably grow up loving butterflies and putting those plants in their garden. That's my hope, is that you make that connection with them at a young age. They take the book home and maybe they read it a few times the rest of the summer, and then it's part of what they know.
Those will turn into beautiful butterflies very soon. Well, Camp Villages summer program is wrapping up, but the Recreation Department hosts monthly activities throughout the year. Make sure you check it out at districtgov.org for more information.
After the break, meteorologist Ashley Baylor has your forecast for the Town Square's nightly performances. But first, here's a look at some upcoming shows in the days ahead, brought to you by the Villages Entertainment.
VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife, together as one.
Retirement should feel secure, not uncertain. If market swings have you feeling uneasy, you've probably heard about annuities. But what aren't they telling you? You deserve the full story. That's why we created a free guide that explains the good, the bad, and yes, even the fine print. Inside, you'll learn how annuities can create guaranteed lifetime income, what fees and surrender charges may apply, how the different types of annuities really work, and whether an annuity makes sense for you. No hype, no pressure, just clear, straightforward information so you can make a confident decision. We help pre-retirees and retirees right here in Florida focus on what matters most: reliable income. Because you worked hard for this phase of life, and retirement should be enjoyed, not stressed over. Get your free guide to annuities, the good, the bad, and the fine print. Call 866-554-9546 or go online to annuitygoodandbad.com. Because when it comes to your retirement, you deserve transparency and real peace of mind.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
You love the sunshine.
The sunshine. Sunshine. Sunshine.
It makes you happy.
So happy because I'm happy. Clap along.
You love great music. It makes you smile.
You make me smile. Make me smile. Just to see you smile.
Your Village's soundtrack. WVLG.
Summer is sizzling, and so are Central Florida energy bills. If your old windows are letting the heat in, now is the perfect time to replace them. For a limited time, Renewal by Andersen is offering buy 4 windows and doors and get the 5th free, plus 12-month special financing. Don't let another hot Florida summer drive up your energy bills. Upgrade your home's comfort, beauty, and energy efficiency with custom replacement windows and doors. Call Renewal by Andersen today to schedule your free consultation.
Well, welcome back. Ashley, I was thinking, summer's just flying by. In 10 days or so, week and a half, the entertainment goes back to 5 o'clock.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even
September
know that.
1st,
wow.
yeah, August 31st,
Wow.
the 6 to 10 ends, and it goes back to 5 to 9 on September 1st.
You know, time just flies when you're having
It does.
fun in the Villages. It really does, because, you know, we have live entertainment every single evening, and you hope that the rain doesn't get in the way. But I will say, going into Thursday evening, we can't rule out a spot thunder shower, but hopefully the bubble holds here in the Villages, because we do have that sometimes. There is a nice little bubble. You might see some storms heading your way, and then they bloop, go right around to the Villages. So we'll see if that happens for Thursday evening. Let's give you a rundown of who's going to be taking the stage. If you're heading to Sawgrass, that's where you can check out Jericho. And then we have Penta that will be taking the stage at Sumter Landing. If you're heading to Brownwood, it is going to be Latin Ambition getting the crowd moving. At Spanish Springs, you can check out Hayfire, and then live entertainment returns to Eastport on Friday. That's when you can see Uncle Bob's Rock Shop.
All right, thanks, Ashley. Well, that's all we have for you today. Join us again tomorrow for another lifestyle show. Find us on YouTube by searching the Villages News Network. Be sure to pick up a copy of today's Daily Sun. Tune your radio into WVLG and keep enjoying that active Villages lifestyle.
Take care.
VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife, together as one. Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.